You know those seafoam green Necco candy wafers? I think they're supposed to be mint. I mean, not mint, but lime. But instead, they taste just like that. Just like the smell of that Clorox toilet bowl cleaner. Actually, I kind of think that Lyra Heartstrings horn might actually taste like that. Now that I've creeped out pretty much the only person that views these, I'm going to play around with the materials. Now, when I add a material to this sphere, it gets a little shinier. And between 2 and 3, a lot of things change. But there's a lot of stuff that still remains. UV1, UV2, and a few others. Now, before I mess with any of these parameters, I'm going to go set the albedo. Now, albedo is the ratio of reflected to incident light, which is its reflectiveness. Yeah. Okay, the color of the... Now, albedo is basically what you want for your main texture. This is technically a grass texture. I say technically because I just added some noise and blurred a few things. But if we take the color and change it, you get all these weird things. The more white we have, the more actual color from the texture comes out, and the more everything else we have, the more it looks like a black ball. Especially if you use red. Okay. So we have the color and the texture. Now let's mess with the parameters. Diffuse mode, Burley to Lambert. Wrap. Oh, that's bright. Ooh, bright. My eyes. Orinator. Tune. Oh. Right in my eyes. Specular mode. Slick. GGX. Blend. Bong. You know, I think this would work better if I was using Burley. Slick. Blend. Bong. Tune. And disable. Unshaded does that. Vertex lighting does that. Of course, this sphere has a lot of vertices, so the depth test. Oh yeah, no depth test. Man, that is awesome. Basically, Godot draws things based on depth. Especially in 2D, it depends on where it is in the stack. In 3D, this mainly affects particle effects. But without any depth test, things might render behind other things. If you put on no depth test. But with no depth test, it might run faster. Bit of a headache. I don't mess with that. Use point size. Boy, that made it a cue ball, didn't it? Yeah. I like the way the new materials look. World triplanar. Doesn't seem to do anything. Fixed size. Lato text force sRGB. Ooh. I guess that shades the red, green, and blue. That looks nice. Color use as albedo and lighting. Now I'm not really using vertex color. I think that's something done usually with stuff like cell phones and the N64. But most of the time you can leave most of everything alone. Now, tune looks interesting. One thing I missed is velvet. And disabling specular mode doesn't seem to do anything right now. Billboard mode enabled. Why billboard? Oh yeah, billboard mode kind of makes the material face towards you. Or it should make images face towards you. Grow. Oh, grow makes the object appear bigger. Like it's projecting. Let's turn grow off. There's an alpha scissor. I'm guessing alpha scissor cuts out certain colors. Cuts out black. So let's try metallic. Metallic, you can use a texture. Let's see. Part 1. We turn metallic to 1, and that gives us a metallic look on the texture. If we clear the texture, that gives us a metallic look over the entire thing. Basically, it's like its shading changes as you move and rotate. It can also be used, looks like, for glassiness. Let's turn it off. Roughness 1. And this, ooh, that's what it does. It gets rid of all that excess shiny. All that excess shiny. And it disperses the light a bit. So tune, yeah, you can modify tune. Now the texture, of course, does the same as it did in metallic. Only does it for that texture, and we clear it out so it does it for the entire object. So you can use a bit of roughness, especially if you want rocks and rock materials. Yep, I sell rocks and rock materials. Never mind. So we turn that off. Now we check out emission. Enabled. On. And then color. What color is it supposed to be? Black gives you our normal color. And everything else emits color. Now this is interesting because it looks like what I used to do in Godot 2, especially when messing with the red, blue, and green color channels. If you went over 1.0 or 255, depending on which values it took, whether it was hexadecimal or floating point, then you could get some really interesting color effects. Energy 1, energy 0, energy 1. Let's make this white. Put energy to 0, put energy to 0.1. There, it makes it shiny. This might be good for things like light bulbs and stuff. Like if you want them to look like they're turned on, you can either change all their materials, or if you have a single material on all the lights in the room, you can have a copy of that material somewhere else, hidden away, and then just turn emission on, have everything set up beforehand, and then turn emission on when the lights, quote, come on. Ugh, makes them look good. Normal map enabled. We all know what this does. If we don't, we should. Normal map is your bump map. Texture. Let's try something else. Makes this completely black. Oh. Duh. Duh. Yeah. Wait. Specular mode is disabled. Let's turn it back on. That is interesting. Texture seems to make it look black, and normal map didn't really do what I thought it would do. I like that roughness though. Okay, so I'm going to turn normal map off. Let's see what rim does. Enabled on. Oh. This reminds me a lot, and I mean a lot, of games like Super Mario Galaxy and I think certain parts of Luigi's Mansion. But especially Super Mario Galaxy. Frame 1, frame 10, okay, 0.5. But this gives you a nice shiny rim. Oh, and you can tint it. Which tints it the color of your original albedo texture, I think. And our texture makes it only happen on the texture, I think. Yeah, see. only having partial spots. But yeah, just from this, the textures in Godot 3 are very easy to manipulate and make them look good. Still thinking about writing a shader though for the characters because I need a few layers of textures. I kind of wish that you could have like a list of textures to have. Okay, clear coat enabled on. Clear coat 1. Wait. Turned off, on, off, on. Not doing anything. Off. Clear coat's supposed to make it look glossy, but it already looks glossy, so. And now we have anisotropy. Anisotropy? I have no idea. Off, on. 1. A lot of these might only work in game engine. But let's turn that off. Ambient occlusion. Okay, ambient occludes or hides things behind it. If I remember correctly. Yep, enabled on. Scale, deep parallax. Some of these might just be for 2D. Subsurface scatter on. Strength 1. Oh, that scatters the light a bit. Yeah. Makes it look more like it's been rendered. And of course, in a lot of these, texture allows you to confine the effect to a textured shape. So if you want a character's face to look half rough and half shiny, you can do that. Transmission. Transmission just seems to brighten it or something. Refraction on. Set it to a high scale. I'm guessing refraction's for flat shaded stuff, and this is a smooth shaded object. Detail enabled on. Ooh. Okay. One. So detail masks it. Ah. Yeah, this is what it does. Detail allows you to create a detail or put on a detail texture. And then mask it to a shape and add a texture. And then I guess normal masks everything. Still not sure about normal map. But let's turn off detail now. detail while it allows you to add another texture I need in addition to the current albedo texture. Possibly 2 more detailed textures. Maybe 3. Or 4. I'm going to check something in a bit, but okay, UV1 scale. 5, 5, 5. And you can scale the UV texture. Offset it. Turn on triplanar. Oh! I think triplanar made it even smaller. And the triplanar sharpness. 1, 1, bug. So UV1 and UV2 sets the scale for material assigned to the UV1 and UV2. Now UV1 and UV2 are the unwraps, the skinning or the unwraps of the 3D object into a 2D image so that you can texture them. Proximity fade enabled on distance 1. I think this mainly works in the game. C-A-M-E-R. A. Huh. Too bad I can't have more than one material. Or I could if I exported it in a certain format, I think. Alright. So we'll go to distance fade enable. Oh, proximity fade fades. I'm guessing to your proximity to the object or something. And I'm guessing distance fade fades with distance. But it doesn't seem to be doing anything. So we'll turn that off. Now, this is interesting. We have a render priority on this material. Okay. Heart line open. Let's load a material. Or let's mess with this material and load. Just right one. Open. Okay, so we have render priority on materials. I'm guessing you can put a material in a material and change its render priority to completely change the material, but it doesn't seem to be anything interesting to me. So I'll just clear that. That's pretty much me going over everything in the new materials. Some of it seems to work pretty well just starting off, and others seem to need something else to help them. But hopefully you found this tutorial, this video helpful. If you did, go ahead and like it and subscribe so you can ring my bell and check out my Patreon page. I think I'm going to eat some more of those Necco wafers.